Hello everybody. So far we have covered couple of things with respect to adding content to the classroom. First is adding broad outline of the course, and number 2, how the assignments are added. Now in this video, in continuation to the adding assignment part, we will be having a look into how the quizzes are created in the Google Classroom. So let's have a look into the quiz aspect. Alright, so let's see how quiz is created for the students. Then again you need to click on the create button. See, the create button is very important because it is one of the button which gives you number of operations to be performed in Google Classroom. Right, from this button only we have added material, we have added assignment, and now we are going to add quiz for the classroom. Now if you observe closely, automatically a blank format has been created. But before proceeding to this blank format, let me write the title of the quiz to be made available to the students. Now in case of any instructions I need to provide, I can write over here. Otherwise this option is not compulsory to mention over here. For example, I am writing here as the quiz is compulsory for all students. Passing marks are 50%. Alright, so these are the general instructions which I want to give to the students with respect to the quiz. Now again, just like assignment, here also you will see these two tabs. If I click on this add option, again a drop down menu will appear, and again simply just like assignment 1, you can click on the Google Drive, and in case if ready-made quiz is available, you can provide the link, or in case any other platform from where you want to get the link or make the link available for the student, you can provide the link to the students. In case if already created quiz is available and stored at any other hard drive on my computer or laptop, I can attach the thing for my students. Or in case I need to give some kind of video content which is compulsory to be observed or watched while performing the quiz operation, I can give that video content, or else I can create my own quiz. By clicking on the blank quiz option, you can see the form is opened. But before proceeding, let me write or give name to this quiz. Say I am giving it as quiz 1. So I am renaming it as quiz 1. And say again, here description is not compulsory, but I am giving a simple description that this quiz is based on unit 1. Alright, so here I go with the first question. Say my first question is, identify from the following option which is not the fourth P of marketing. Alright, so I want to keep it as multiple choice question. So obviously I am giving here option as product, place, price, and here popcorn. So these are the options which I need to make available for this question. In case, obviously when it's a multiple choice question, the option will be only one. But in case if I want to assign 2 correct answers for this question, if say suppose I want to keep these two options as the correct answer for this question, then instead of multiple choice question, I need to select the checkbox option. That automatically the student can select two correct answer for the same question. Alright. So similarly, in case if I want a short answer type question, I can select short answer type question, wherein a student is expected to write a one-line answer or say one-word answer to this question. In case couple of lines are expected, I can keep it as paragraph option, wherein the long answer comparatively the student can write, or else I can keep it as multiple choice question for the student. And again I have to give the option like product, place, price and popcorn. Alright, so obviously this is the correct answer since it is not the fourth P of marketing. Now, before proceeding to the second question, certain important things are supposed to be noted over here. I need to give the correct answer key to the student. So here I need to click on the answer key option, which is at the end of the question, and this box will open. Here, if I want 1 point to be assigned, I can give 1 point, or in case if you want to give the two numbers to these questions, you can give 2 marks or 2 points, right? In case I want to add some personal feedback, I can write over here like in case of incorrect answer, enter feedback is wrong answer, which means that in case my student has not given correct answer, this wrong answer pop-up will appear at his end. I need to give here feedback. In case if you want that correct option should be made available to him, correct answer is option 4, that is popcorn. This is what I have written. You can simply write it down as popcorn so that he will come to know that this is the correct answer. You can save it and it will appear over here. In case if you do not want to give feedback for the wrong answer, you can delete it, right? And if you want to keep it only for the correct answer, you can keep the feedback for correct answer. So this is how you can do. And again, without forgetting, click on the done side, right? So 2 points along with the correct answer option, and the feedback for the correct answer has been assigned, right? But if you want that without answering this question, the student should not move further, so you need to click on this required button. You need to activate it so that while answering the question, when the quiz will appear to the student, the asterisk red mark will appear, which will indicate that this question is compulsory. You cannot skip this question. Again, before proceeding further, you need to click on this gear button. Can you see this particular gear button appearing on the right hand side besides the send option? Here my cursor is pointing out. So click on the setting part of it. This window will pop up. Then the 3 options are available for you. In case if you want to collect the email addresses of the respondents, you can click it over here, and as and when the students will respond to the quiz, the email IDs will be saved automatically. In case if you want to limit the response of the student, you can click over here that the response will be limited to 1. Else what will happen? Students will keep on submitting as many responses as he feels. Again, you have to click over these in case if you feel that the student can edit the submitted answer. If you tick on this particular option, it means even after submission he is able to make corrections or changes in case need be. So don't click over here because it will give him another chance to make certain changes in the answer. If you want to give him the scope or option to see the summary chart and text responses, whatever he have submitted, you can click over here, or else you can skip this part as well. Now, presentation means, again, if you want that the questions should be shuffled to the respondents, you can click over here. And in case if you want to show him the progress of his answers, correct options, or whatever quiz he has appeared, you can click over here so that a bar chart will appear which will show him to what extent he has performed, whether he has scored 40% marks, 50% mark likewise, or else you can skip this part as well. In case of any kind of confirmation message, if you want to display after the quiz is submitted to the student, you can type a message like, for example, I can type it like, thank you very much for appearing this quiz. So this message will be made available to the students once they click the submit button. Now, this quizzes option or tab is very important since it will give you certain important parameters to be considered before making the quiz publicly available for the students. Now, in case if you do not want to make it as a quiz, you can switch off this option, or in case if you want to keep it as a quiz option, you can enable it, right? And just look at these two things. Release the grade. In case if you want immediate grading to be done after the submission of quiz, you can take over here. Or in case if you want to manually check or have a review of the answers to be submitted, so you can click on this. Ideally, you should go by immediately after each submission option because it will create easiest way of evaluation. Otherwise, you have to go through each submitted form manually and you have to give the marks. Again, here another important aspect is supposed to be taken into consideration, that is respondent can see. Do you want respondents to see the questions which he has missed? In case yes, so have a tick over here, or else you can skip this. In case if you want him to have a look at the correct answers of the quiz, you can tick it, or else you can skip this as well. In case if you want that student should see the points which he has covered during the quiz, you can have a tick over here, a check mark over here, or even you can skip it. So it's up to you, right? So after making all these due changes, that is the general changes in case if any, the presentation part and the quiz part, you are supposed to save these things so that whatever things you want to have in the quiz, it is properly saved. Likewise, if you want to add another question, you can add this plus part, or say you have to click on the plus tab which is available over here, and again the second question box is will appear in front of you. Or yet there is a simple option, that is if you click on this copy, means the duplicate portion, the exact similar pattern, whatever adjustments you have done to this previous question, the same adjustment will automatically reflected in this question as well. Simply what you have to do is you need to make changes in the question. The question is supposed to be changed, like here I want to give a short description, a short descriptive type of question, like I want student to define who is consumer, right? So I am giving him a short descriptive type of question wherein there is no need of options, multiple options, or say check boxes. So I am giving him option of short answer. So again, in case if you want to give any kind of correct answer which defines consumer very well, you can give it, or else you can skip this part. Or in case if you want to give certain key points, like consumer is the say ultimate user, you want him to use the terminology of end user. So these are the correct key points which you want him to be there in the definition part. So mark all other option incorrect. In this case, if you look at this particular option, in case if you tick it, right, if you click this particular option, it will show incorrect option, or any other answer which is not covering this two key points will be considered as incorrect. Let me repeat it once again. Once you have given the key points over here, keywords over here, the Google will automatically, this quiz will automatically search for these two keywords in the definition submitted by the student, and in case if it doesn't find any of this keyword, it will mark it as incorrect. And in case if you do not tick on it, despite of giving these two keywords, it will accept whatever answers the students have submitted. Alright, so here also, in case if you want to give 4 marks or 1 mark to the definition, accordingly you can give. I want to keep it as 2 points only, and I will click on done. So this is how the questions are added. Now if you have a look here, automatically as and when I will keep on going on assigning the points, here the total will automatically come, right? For example, for the first question I have given 2 marks, and for second question as well I have given 2 marks. So the points are 4 over here, right? So this is how the quiz is created. Now look at the other options over here. This plus sign shows add question. In case if you want to add the question further, you can click on this button. This is the button for importing question. Like I want to repeat certain questions which I have already created in my earlier Google form, which I have kept in my Google Drive. I can import certain question. If I click on this button, again it will take me to the ready-made questions which are available with me. Say for example, I want to import this question from one of my quiz which is available. In case if I want to select the couple of things, I can import it from somewhere, or if I want to, again I'll show you how to import. Click on import, then click on any of the assignment part. It will appear over here. All these questions are previously created in one of my Google form, and I want to import some of the questions from this Google form. So say I want to click on this, I want to have this question as well, I want to have this question as well. So 3 questions I want to import from already created another Google form. So 3 questions I have marked, and I will click on import questions. So see, along with whatever setting I have done previously, the questions are added. Fine. This is add title and description option. For example, in the next part, if I click on this add description portion, here automatically a box is created. I will show you once again, right? My cursor was here, and from here I have ticked on, or say checked on, this TT part. TT means again a new window will appear, and here you can give it as a section, a divider kind of a thing, a section division, or section A or section B. Or say from here, if you want to give any kind of subsection or subunit which you are supposed to be covered under this quiz only, under the head of this quiz, you can create a sub question. Or else, if you do not want to have this unit divisor or the part which divides the two questions, you can simply delete it. Now, if you can see this icon, it talks about adding image. Now, I'll show you how the image is being added, like what I have added over here. Who is the famous marketing guru? Alright. Now here, I'll show you how, just like this particular question, how to create a question with an image. Say, in case if I want to write a question like identify this input device. All right. So you can see here the option of image, right? Means in case if you need to add some image, you can create it. Or in case if I have some already recorded image, I can get it from the photo option. In case if I have stored it on my Google Drive, I can get it from there. If I want to have, or if I am having some URL of that image, I can have the URL. In case I need to have a search, if I need to browse the image, input devices of computer, I have browsed it and I have selected this image. Single click and insert, or you can double click also. It will get automatically added to the question, just like this. If you want to resize the image, you can resize as well. Since it is a multiple choice question, I need to give choices, and or in case if I want to have a short answer question for this, I have given an option of short answer. Again, I want to make it a compulsory question. I want to give correct answer as well. Answer feedback, correct answer, answer feedback. In case if you want to give to the student, like if I need to enter a feedback like correct answer, save. So if he gives the right answer, this feedback will be given to the students. So this is how the image is being added. All right.